Hey everybody, happy Wednesday, happy Wisdom Wednesday. How are you doing? How are you doing? All right, so I'm just testing my sound to make sure that it's good. And I'm liking my lighting. Oh, hey everybody, I'm Coach Marlene Paul. I am your business brand strategist, and I help women get more productive, become more visible, and take their brand to the next level. Hey. So I'm coming on here just for my weekly live. I didn't want to pop up all the time, so I just come on here on Wednesday. My next one, I'm going to be coming back here on Wednesday again next week, same time. But if you're watching the live, please put hashtag brand savvy. If you're watching the replay, put hashtag brand savvy replay so I can know that you're there and I can give you a shout out. I've been seeing some people watch the replays, and I am so excited. One of the quickest way to watch the replay is YouTube, but either way, we're on Facebook. We are Facebook, my personal side and the business side, and on YouTube. Probably February, I'm probably going to go into the dabbling into the LinkedIn area. We will see how that goes. But I just want to come on here and just start sharing some wins on Wednesday. Usually this was my lunch and learn day in the morning time, but usually in the morning time I can't get there. Maybe next month I will be able to do both. We'll see how that works. We'll see how that works. Yeah. So hopefully you're having some wins when you're coming on here. Share your wins in the chat so I can just celebrate with you, because reason why I decided to do the wins in the middle of the week, because sometimes that hump day can be that discouragement day. So you need that extra umps to push you forward. And it gives me a time to reflect in the middle of the week what I'm doing. So I told you I've been going through this year. I was doing some cleaning up, some spring cleaning in my office. Found this old planner that I have, which is like a desk planner, like one sheet at a time, where it's good for me because sometimes I forget to plan, but the weeks I do, I'm putting my goals on the top part where it's each day, and then I'm putting like some business to do work, personal to do work, my mind, my body, relationship, gratitude on here, making sure I drink some water, and then on the back I have been dividing them up into two categories. One category is for wins, and the other category is for wisdom. So today, wisdoms, and I'm sharing some wisdom, I'm sharing some wins. I don't know which one will go first, but I'm also rocking our Melanin Boss brand sweater. I'm trying to fix my thing. It comes with we have the Melanin Boss planner. I have the hardcover, it was a soft cover and a hardcover. I've been using mine. It's basically a notebook to take notes through about the year, you know. But what I'm going to be doing to add to this is my goal is to make it into a planner where it has all what I'm doing, what I use in one, so I can use it in one place. And if you want to get it too, you are able to get it too. Yeah. All right. So let's get started with today. So I'm looking at my week so far. Today is Wednesday, and I've done a lot. I didn't put much of my planning for the day, so tonight when I go, before I go to bed, I'm going to make sure I plan for tomorrow. But Mondays, I might forget to put my Mondays plan because it's usually a long day with onboarding, meeting with my team, and then my mentoring program. So it's just basically a task day. But maybe on Sundays, I'll start planning for my Mondays. I need to do the day before. Just like, okay, here's my goal of the top 5 things I need to get done. Although there might be more things on the list, the top 5 things I need to get done for the day so I can feel happy about myself. So, today was amazing. I was able to do my final day 1 onboarding for NASDAQ. I'm transitioning out. And tomorrow will be my last day. It was my final day of doing meetups. So I'm going to be able to transition out. And I'm just so excited because it's been a really amazing contract working with the NASDAQ. as a program facilitator, and I'm just so excited because I was able to onboard, not even mentor, just onboard 83 83 circles. Each cohort have approximately between like 10 to 25 women on there. So it might be less, more or less, something like that. But I'm able, I think the smallest was 8 or 10. It was 12. It's almost 12. But it was just it was just wonderful to be able to support all these women. I don't know the exact number. Probably need to go figure it out. But just being able to onboard them, see them walk through a milestone, see them graduate, was able to pour into them, and they're able to pour into me. I started off as a mentor, as a graduate. Then I did my mentorship. I was mentoring other coach mentor. I was a speaker in there, and I was just been so honored to be able to be their facilitator for the past couple of months, right? So that is one of my wins that I'm transitioning out. So I'm able to focus more on my business. My other focus more, but be able to, because things are picking up. So it's just like there's more things going on. So I'm able to transition to that is really amazing. So my circle sisters who are interested in onboarding, you could do the same thing also because they do need the support. It's wonderful work that they're doing. And I forgot to write this down, but I had another win. I decided to add web designing for my branding clients. So if you're interested in getting your business branded and the website set up for your business, I was pushing back from that because I usually just do it for like my close friends and myself, and a couple of clients here and there. But I said, you know what? I had a couple of my branding clients say, "Hey, do you do website?" I do website. It's not what I want to focus on. I'm good at it. I can do it really quickly. So I just added on to this. So I'm putting the link in the chat. So if you're interested in getting just having a conversation about your website, you're able to do so. Just I'm scheduling a free call where we're able to just talk about your website, just talk about the direction it may go. So hopefully, if you're interested in that, that is so. That was just one thing I did. I added that service to my. All right. So another win. Major win for me also is that this past Monday, I met up with my mentees. We had our session and we had our lab session. So I'm trying to do things a little bit different. I love writing a curriculum. So I created a curriculum for my mentor group for this 90 days. So they have a 90 curriculum where they're working on their brand development. So by the time they leave here today, by the time they leave our 12-week session, they should have tangible resources and tangible assets for their business. So we had a session the week before on brand identity. And in this lab day, they were able to implement their homework, and I had them do their brand board. So we started off with a visualization exercise. We had them reflect on that visualization exercise, and then I had them create a mood board. And they did an amazing job showcasing their mood board, their brand identity mood board, just to say, okay, they were able to put that all the stuff that inspired their, like that reflects their brand, and then they were able to put one action step they're going to be taking this week towards their brand. So I'm going to hold them accountable. Say, hey, did you take your action step? And then they were to put three words that pop up for their brand, and they on their mood board. So now those who were absent, they get to watch the replay, and in their portal, they have the template to do their own mood board, even though they're absent. So even though you missed the first or two sessions, everything that was taught in the session, in the class, in their mentoring group, or in the coaching group, that replay is there, and they're able to go back and recreate or duplicate and move it for whoever was not there. So And one thing that is going on this weekend is that we're hosting a brand clarity power hour. And that brand clarity power hour will allow those who are not in the mentoring group to get a little taste of the mentoring group. So this is included with our mentoring group package. So they're able to join it because they already included. They don't have to pay for that one. They already made that investment, the initial investment. So that monthly power hour is an additional resource available to them, so they're able to apply immediately or ask any more additional questions during that time. But also, we're not even doing the same thing we're doing in class. It's going to be another activity that would help them take what they did on Monday to another level. So that power hour is essential for them. But if you are just coming in, you will still get something from that power hour. And we're going to be going a little bit deeper in the brand identity, and you will be leaving with a tangible resource after that too. So the replay is included in that time for the first one. The following power hours, those replay will only be available to my mentees, but you still can join and be able to come on in. But those replay might be available to you for only 24 hours, and then after that, it's gone. See how that works. You know, so we'll do that. So you're able to watch that replay for 24 or 48 hours, and then after that, it is going to be only for those who are in the mentoring group, right? So, but yeah, it's a really good thing. So you're able to do that, right? But for the first one, you get the replay, you get the resource, and you're able to use it and implement it right there. I have a couple people already signed up for this brand clarity hour. I just cannot wait for you all to show up and see how your brand identity can go to the next level. So I shared about my mentoring program. All right. So one of the good things that's happening is this weekend, I am hosting a vision board workshop for Florida Memorial University. Yes, I do host vision board. In 2020, I started to do a vision board for my nonprofit. And so we're partnering with my nonprofit. My nonprofit is Rose of Alpha Omega, and we inspire people to live a spiritually balanced life. And one of the ways we do it through different experiences that promote those activities, right? Mind, body, and soul is just more experiential. So we're going to be working with the young ladies of the campus ministry and helping them guide them through their vision. So I have that wonderful opportunity to just do that speaking engagement and speak and teach. I think teaching has been my in me from the beginning. So I've been reflecting a little bit and seeing what I've been doing since I was little. I think Dr. Travis's morning call, we had the, if y'all hear news in the background, it's my son. So, but Dr. Travis's have a gratitude group called Pure Money Gang, and in the morning we do a gratitude. And one of the questions was like, okay, what is it? You know, childhood favorite childhood memory. And my favorite childhood memory reflected was around teaching. And when I was thinking about it, I said, man, I have been teaching for a long time. I did, when I was younger in the islands, we did pretend school for the neighborhood kids. And I even convinced my dad to take us to the field trip to the beach, and he did it. And I was like really thankful that, you know, I've been doing this teaching for a long time, and my parents has been pushing and support me for a long time, and I am appreciative of that too. So I'm hosting this vision board and teaching these workshops. So yes, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, I'm doing the vision board, and then in the evening time, I'm teaching the elevate your brand with the power hour, and those things are already planned. So I need to probably work on those things tomorrow a lot. And yeah, and those are some of the things that stood out for me this past week. One thing that was really good that happened last week is I attended my Chamber of Commerce, um, the Broward Black Chamber of Commerce hosted a women for the women of the women of the chamber, a vision board, and I did a small version of my vision board. Well, for me, I already had my vision board done earlier since last year, and my coach had us do a virtual one, virtual vision board, and I did one on Canva already of what I wanted to do, and then I had my piece. So I made sure I brought a little copy of my digital printout copy of my digital vision board with me, so I can attach it to my physical one. And I did a vision board, and I found words that represent the change that I'm doing. I said I am co-creating something great with God because I know God is the center of my business. And I said, this is my year. This is my Kobe year. And it's personal for me. So I had they gave some checks to write what kind of money we want. And I had put some specific things that I want to have accomplished this year. And a couple of things that I put on here is um, that I want to travel to Jamaica or to the islands, whatever island it is, I want to travel, whether it is for business or personal or both. You want to always do that. I want to build a stronger personal community. Um, Community is big for me, and I have my business besties. I really want to really dig deep on those who are in my community and make sure I pour into them as well as when they're pouring into me. If you don't notice, I have a little Pikachu on here, and my little Pikachu is Adams, my son. So I want to make sure that he is nurtured, mind, body, soul, spiritual. Have fun, have fun with him too. So there's like some of the few things that's on there. I'll post a picture of this later on, so you're able to see what's on my vision board. Share your vision board too, because when you share it, I guess for me, it's when I share my vision board, it remind me of a way to be accountable not only to you guys but to myself, because I go in and I see it. So if I'm logging into my social media or I put it on my wall, when I come in, wherever I spend the most time is what I see in front of me, because I really truly believe in just putting what in front of you and you're seeing it, because there's power in seeing that vision and being able to run with it and seeing success for it too. So I have this vision board, and it correlates with my plate, my what's on my plate this year. So here is what's on my plate. I don't know if it's black backwards for you guys, but hey, Carrie Evans, hey, I am sharing my vision board and everything like that. But on my plate this year, I have speaking, branding, mentoring, and government contracts. Those are my key area of focus this year. So my mentoring group, my business development group, we're focusing on branding that go together in like branding, where I help my clients with branding. I'm teaching around that area. Speaking is where I speak with leadership, whatever. I'm ready. I'm ready to go and speak in front of people. I used to be scared because sometimes I feel like I talk too fast and the nerves get me. But I just need to continue to remember that what I have to offer, people are looking for, and I need to make sure that I use my gift. On my vision board, I have right here on this side, it says, I believe in myself and I trust in my abilities. So I just need to have the confidence. Like, if you're here listening to me, it's because you want to hear what I have to say. And if not, it's okay. But need to take a deep breath and share the what I have inside me. But it's sometimes hard because that imposter syndrome comes in you and wants you to stop and make you scared and think you're okay, you're overwhelming. Like you no one want to hear what you got to say, but you need to trust yourself, right? So I shared my wins. I'm about to share some wisdoms that popped up for me in the past week, and I wrote down in my journal. Um, what popped up for me this week was I was talking to one of my former mentees, and one of my mentees, a current mentee too, and she was talking about she was feeling a bit discouraged and about her business and stuff like that too. And then the word that comes to my mind was push. And I told her, you got to push. I don't know why God gave me that word push. And she's like, what do you mean? I said, when I don't know, you've never been pregnant, but I don't know if you've been around people who have been pregnant, who are going through labor, but when they're in that birthing season and they're about, the baby's about to come out and things are getting hard and things are getting difficult, they tell them to push, and they have to push really hard in order for that baby to come out. And I'm not just saying people use the acronym push as pray until something happens. No, we did enough praying. It's like you're doing it's like me just doing my vision board and just looking at it. Not that you spend this month doing your vision board. The next step is you need to actually make that plan, right? Make a plan until something happens. You make a plan and execute that plan. So I told you you have to push, you have to pursue until something happens. So I asked her, you need to push. You need to pursue until something happens, until things change. Because it's not going to happen if you don't pursue it. If you don't put action to what you've written down. We're not only just praying and hoping it happens. You pray, but you also pursue because you're walking in faith. Right? So I told you, you need to pursue until it happens. Don't just give up on the baby. Once the baby comes out, now you pursue. Now you have to take care and nurture that baby and grow that baby. So persevere until that win happens. Entrepreneurship is not easy. Entrepreneurship is hard. I'm gonna tell you from experience. I'm going through it. It's hard. You're thinking, okay, I'm here at 53 Eastern time talking to you guys. I've been up since 6 o'clock. I would love to go to sleep. But part of what I need to do is I need to keep a commitment to myself. I committed to myself that every Wednesday for myself to hold myself accountable, to come on here, share my wins, share the wisdom given to me this past week. And I know it's not only going to help myself, but it's going to help others because now I'm getting you on a journey with me of what's happening each week in my life. It is not easy. There are some days I want to crawl in the corner and cry. There's some days I say, you know what? It's might just be easy to go back and work for the man and punch a 9 to 5. It's sometimes not easy, but it's not. You think it's not easy to go back, but then after that, think about if I'm doing what I love. This is why I can stay long and stay all these extra time. I'm doing what I love. The creative power in me is running, and I make sure to push. I'm pushing. And the past couple of years, I've been pushing. I know there was times where I've been praying for it to happen, and then after something clicked in me, and I had to say go. Right. So when I remember I did a talk at a conference, and they were talking about play, I guess plan, pursue, prayer, and I was talking about that. It reminds me of I used to be a track coach, and it reminds me when you're training for running, you get to that starting line. But before you can get to that starting line to run the race, you had to train, you had to practice, you had to put in the work. But even then, when you put in the work, you had to go to that. You had to go to the race. You got to stand in front of the line, and you had to get yourself in position, put yourself down at prayer mode, and yourself that and it says get set and go. You have to start running. You start pursuing it, and then when you're running, you get tired and you want to give up, and you continue to pursue until you get the finish line. So I am coming on here to tell you as an entrepreneur to continue to push, continue to persevere. It's breaking up. It's my broadcast. Hopefully the replay will. I'm so sorry that it's breaking up. I'm so sorry. Hopefully it's getting better. I don't know what's going on with that broadcast. She says it's breaking up. Okay, I hope it's going well. Let me see if I turn off my other Wi-Fi stuff to see if that works. Hopefully that works. Hopefully it doesn't break up again. But I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna encourage you to continue to persevere until something happens. Do not give up. Do not give up. Push, push. And sometimes you need that midwife that come and hold your hand to give you that strength to go on and persevere. And that midwife can come in the form of a business coach, of a business bestie, of a someone else, a friend, a support around you, someone with the like mindset, with skills and resources and knowledge and that wisdom to keep you focused until you birth that baby. So, as an entrepreneur, I'm going to encourage you to push. Continue to be the boss that you are and don't give up. You got this. You got this. Don't give up. I didn't come on here just to preach, but that is what was in my heart to share with you today, right? And that was one of the words that I got this week for myself and for my mentees. Another thing, this morning when I woke up, one thing I had to say I'm grateful for is I was grateful that I have audacity. I have audacity to ask God with purpose, His desire, to run in His desire. So to have the audacity to ask Him big things and not be scared. And when I think that it's too big, I need to think bigger because He's a big God, right? So I'm grateful for the audacity that I know that I am made in His image. I am co-creating. This is why in my vision board I said I am co-creating something with God. So I have the audacity to ask Him big things. Some people say that this is so big. I think no, this is not big enough because I'm not putting a cap on Him. So I'm gonna encourage you to have audacity today. Have the audacity to ask God big things in your business. Have the audacity to dream big and have the audacity to pursue that big dream and to persevere through that big dream. Don't give up. If you wake up tomorrow morning, you still have audacity to continue to do what God has called you to do, right? You have the audacity to continue to do it, right? So I'm just going to say, that is some of the wisdom that happened for me this week. And the last thing that happened I want to share is that last week when I went to the vision board party with the Broward Chamber of Commerce, I think this was my first in-person networking event of the year. And we had to introduce ourselves and then also share our vision board. And I heard when I left that I need to be outside more. I need to be talking more because it's easy to talk on social media. I'm thinking, okay, I'm just talking to myself. I don't see no eyes are looking back at me directly. I have people in the commenting, and I can see the little eye of one per woman, how much people are watching in different platforms, and I can see the replay. But when there's something different when you're in front of someone else talking about your business because now you're building that confidence muscle in you because it takes a lot of faith to have eyes looking back at you and listening carefully to what you have to say and to be able to hear what you have to say. When I was able to share my vision to others and then it builds my confidence muscles, and then I can feel that I was more confident in what I'm doing too. So and I start to see, okay, this is the area I love talking about branding. I love talking about business development. I love talking about technology integration. I love supporting other business entrepreneurs. I love supporting other women in their business journey and making their dream a reality. So I just need to make sure that I put myself out there and let them see me. Last year, I want to be seen everywhere. This year, I need to make sure I'm strategic where I'm seen and that I am doing and going to areas where I need to be able to effectively execute my vision, right? So this is what I have been going on today. This is like what my little Wednesday wisdom and Wednesday wins of share. But I want you to share your wins. I want you to have the audacity to the boldness to come out, share your wins in the chat, even if you don't want to do a live like I do, but share with someone else. Because it's a different when you have other people celebrating with you. Other people who are lifting your hands up when you feel weak because now they know I see your vision. Don't give up. We believe in you. You always need that support system around you to say, hey, you know what? You got this. Don't give up. And even if you have to say, okay, I need to go back and have a paid mentorship for a little while so I can support my dream. It's okay. Paid mentorship is your job, guys, a job. If you have to go back to the job and have a job while you're doing your business, it's okay. There's no failure in that. But don't give up on the dream that you have birthed within you. I thought that when I switched over to do my business full time and I put a little pause on my nonprofit, that my ministry might be different. Well, it was looking different because I thought it was like, okay, full time nonprofit ministry in the church, and it's like different, like that, to see that it doesn't matter what arena that you are, as long as you are a reflection of the love of God in you, wherever you are can be ministry. It can be ministry in the business arena, it can be ministry in the church arena, it can be ministry wherever you're at. You don't have to have a Bible to show the love of God. You just need to do things in excellence, right? You need to do your business in excellence. You need to know your heart is right. You need to know that when you're serving others, that heart of service reflects through your business too. So it doesn't really have to be, oh, we are a Christian business. you know, you don't have to say that. What you have to do is the way you treat people, treat them good. The way you do your business, do it good. Don't scam them. You don't have to blatantly say, I am a Christian business to be a Christian business. Because sometimes people say they're a Christian business and they treat people so bad. So I challenge you not just to say I'm a Christian business, but just live in it. Just be a reflection of that. And then they will say, hey, what's different about you? Well, here's some, and you can go back and say, well, our founders, we pray, I pray over my business. I don't have to have my whole team pray on it, but I know what our principle, our values, our core, what we do and how we do things is because it's a reflection of my leadership style. So it comes from the top. It comes from the leadership. My top is God. And then, my husband, and then me. So you just understand that as you do things, it doesn't have to be blatant, but you just need to make sure that you're walking in purpose and be that reflection of God love that is to you, that He is to you. Anyways, hope you're having a wonderful night. I'm about to wrap it up and end because I was supposed to only be here for 30 minutes. But if you are available on Saturday, we are having a brand clarity power hour. And I would love for you to come and just be able to spend some time with our community as we work on our brand identity, as I give you some training so you're able to take that brand to another level and show you some tips and tricks that will help you. And then, hopefully that support system, you at least you'll have that first start of building that business to the next level, right? All right. So hopefully you have a good day. I need to get my son is having a good time inside his area playing around. But I just gonna put my music on and just say thank you for joining me. We're gonna be back here on Wednesday again at 8:30. Hopefully, when everything downloaded, hopefully if it was cut off, it will get better. And I'll double check and maybe I can re-upload the new one. But I am so glad that you came on tonight, and I'll see you next week, right? All right, guys, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.